Guys, I'm on here because Abba showed me something, and I know it's because he wants me to share it. He's shown me a lot this week and I've stayed silent, but I want you guys to get a picture of this, and I'm in the middle of it, and there's a reason for that. So this is the little pool. It's like a 12-foot round, 3-foot deep pool that we got on sale for $30 last summer, and it was probably the best $30 that we ever spent. Just something to chill out and relax in. The kids love it, especially some of the littler kids that come over sometimes, our family members, nieces, nephews, things like that. And I've been staring at this all fall, all winter, and it doesn't look that bad right now because I've spent over an hour on it so far. But the pool was full of muck. It was full of leaves. It was full of critters. It was full of grass. It was full of algae. Like, just stuff had grown up in it and overtaken it. I'm gonna go over here in the shade because it is hot. Okay, so it had overtaken this thing. So, don't mind the roosters. So I've been staring at this problem and known that it existed for months. And it was ugly, and it was gross, and I didn't want to deal with it. And then summer came, the time when we would actually use this pool, and it's now July, and I still hadn't done anything with it. And so today I said, you know what, I can't stare at this anymore, I've got to deal with it. And I had to first just do a initial overhaul, to flip the whole thing over, and I had to dump all the junk that I could initially see out. I killed some nasty spiders that, no joke, were like at least half the size of my hand. One had like an egg sac on its back. It was nasty. I had to pull some things that were no longer living out of there. Just really, really gross stuff. And then I flipped it back over, and it looked better, but it wasn't clean. So I literally got in with my, no joke, my thieves cleaner. So I've been swimming in a bath of thieves for the last hour. I got in with my thieves cleaner, and I got in and I scrubbed all around the edges, and then worked my way to the middle, and I ended up in a couple inches of nastiness, and then I had to dump it over again. Then I flipped it back over, and this is where I'm at now. So now I've done a lot of work, but you can still see that there's some nastiness still in there. There's some dirty water, there's some fine cleaning that needs to be done in order for us to really enjoy just the pureness of a great swim. And so I'm at the point where I'm asking myself, is it worth it? Do I keep going? Do I really just get down nitty gritty? And the answer I came to is yes. I'm going to continue scrubbing this pool out so that after all my hard work is done, I can enjoy the fruits of my labors, and we can actually fill it with our nice cold well water and have a nice little soak later on today, because it is so stinking hot out. And Abba told me, he's like, this is your heart. He said, there's things in here that you haven't dealt with for a long, long time. You've been avoiding it because it is a mess, and it's gotten out of control, and it's gotten overgrown, and stuff's gotten way deep down in there, and it's nasty. However, I'll help you. I'll help you deal with it. You don't have to do it by yourself. Let's completely turn this upside down. Let's give it an overhaul. And then over time, you're going to have to get in there. You're going to have to face some stuff. You're going to have to do some things to physically remove it. But I'm going to help you. And we're going to continue to keep fine-tuning this, and keep purifying it, because your heart is wicked and deceitful, and it's been lied to, and it's believed a lot of junk from the enemy in this world that a lot of people would say is true, but it's not. And so you get to this point where I'm at now. And this is why I just kind of had the epiphany to do this little video here, is when you get to the point where it looks pretty good, and you could probably get by with it, you have to just ask yourself if you're willing to go the extra mile and to get into all the nooks and crannies and to allow Abba to heal the junk and pull up the stuff and really be purified and have a clean heart. We sing these songs, create a clean heart in me. But it's not this magical thing that he just does, although there is deliverance and there are miracles, and I'm not discrediting those things. But we have to be willing to do the work. We have to be able to be honest with ourselves about what's in there, so that we can go through the process of healing and go through the process of taking out the junk It means so much more, and we have so much more invested in it, and it's so more genuine when we pick up the junk and we hand it to him. There are some times when he miraculously delivers people, but I find more oftentimes than not, he wants us to own our crap, and he wants us to bring it to him so that he can take it. Just a word on my heart this morning. Selah.